Hello, welcome back to Big Stevie Cool. 1872 Rangers Football Club is utterly depressing right now. Big Phil's got to go, and here we go. Right, I'm quite tired, but you know what? The people deserve this. All right, people deserve this video talking about. Come on, I've just clocked on that Deal or No Deal's on the background, right? And we need a deal, and there can't be no deal. We need a transfer deal, is what we need. Yeah, I mean, again, if the mic quality is bad, forgive me. I don't actually have my mic with me, so it's probably gonna. Actually, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna actually. I can't test it myself. I need to go on my phone and hear how it sounds like. So let me see here. Oh God, that was sore. In a hotel, big Egamani's Tash. Big Phil should be waiting on one. That sounds all right. That sounds all right. I just sometimes you don't know because I don't have my mic with me. My Blue Yeti snowball maneuver, that is I would call it. But kind of worried with that TV. Is that going to get copyrighted? Nah, I can't get copyrighted. You can't even tell what's on it. Good thing it's no Babe Station that's on it, folks. Big Phil Station. He's my best pal, sure. Right, I want to hear people's thoughts for I'm not going to go mental. The time for going mental's gone. But yeah, we've got a few articles to read, a few headlines to read, and yeah, we'll dive into it. But I mean, we're beyond asking the question of sacking him, aren't we, man? I'd be more worried about that TV falling off the wall. Looks like it's hanging off for dear life. Well, it's not my telly, mate. So, go mental for the banter, big chap. That's good. The TV, man. I'm not worried about the TV. Don't worry about the TV. Got a Mars Duo bar. What do we make of these? What do we make of them? I thought they were weak. Like, why not just make a big one instead of two wee ones? You know what I mean? It's almost like they're overcompensating for something, big man. But getting close to a record, how cold it is in Govan. Tell you what, it's cold. It's cold in the league. It's cold in the league table, and it's cold in reality. No two ways about it. Potential at -20 tonight in some places. But yeah, I'm still in the shorts. No need to fear, but yeah, Big Phil, come on. I've already made the video talking about Chris Sutton's comments. I thought Chris Sutton was bang on the money. And when you're agreeing with Chris Sutton on Rangers, you've got a problem. And Big Phil is that problem. Big Stevie losing his cool. Not yet. Not yet. We're keeping it. Keeping it under wraps. What did I make of subs? Phil's subs last night? I honestly don't get the subs. I know why I don't get the subs. He comes out after the game, right? Has a go at Egamani. Now, even if you think Egamani was shite, which he wasn't, let's say he was shite, he's seen out the entirety of the match. So if he was shite and he was going out wide, leaving us without a focal point, which, by the way, didn't happen all that often, and he was going out wide because we had no fucking service to him, and any striker worth a damn, when they don't get service to them, tries to get themselves involved, and that's what he did. So I'm not having any. Hi, Kev. That's what I might do. That's what I might do. Do you think Sunday's game could be big for Clermont? We'll get into it. I'll probably do another live stream later on the night because, yeah, got a lot of free time, as Kev puts it. Was I even talking? Substitution, Matondo. Honestly, bogging, man. Bogging. Guy's pish. Honestly, I'm just sick of low block in our team. Inability, man, to break it down. It's just, it's crazy, scary. Why do you put Matondo instead of putting Brahmi out there and putting on Danilo? Well, that's what we're all here. That's what worked. He figured something out. Fucking don't know, man. He struck diamonds by playing two up top, and for whatever reason, he's not played it. Honestly, do not understand, Phil. I mean, what even were the rest of the substitutions, man? I forgot. So it shouldn't matter who we sub off the bench, man. It should be. I mean, Danilo, come on, didn't do nothing, but yeah, essentially, I mean, I heard CJ Noble reference it. It was like the horseshoe again. The internet must be no bad there if you can stream. Yeah, the internet's questionable though. It doesn't upload well, but as you can clearly see, streaming's doing well. But it's like you had Diamonde in the middle, just getting absolutely scudded. And you know what? Earlier this season, we've seen Diamonde and Barron play games, and they weren't. I mean, Diamonde and Barron as a two has regressed since the start of this season. See, we were saying at the start of the season how that was one of the strongest areas of the pitch. Now the midfield without Raskin is arguably, well, not arguably the weakest, but that's without injuries. You know what I mean? Like obviously at the back's the weakest right now because whatever they can't deal with physicality. The Belgian waffle must stay. Did you watch Sutton dismantle Rangers after the match? Well, I mean, I didn't watch it after the match because I was at the match, but I've broke down the comments. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't actually get to see the Sky coverage, but I mean, what I'm hearing, what I'm hearing and what I saw, it was awful. One of the worst games I've seen, man. I've played in some games, you know. Taking Barron off as well, leaving the middle of the park wide open. Honestly, think he was trying to get beat. He wants his payoff. It just looked like we looked like a mid-table team. I'm going into these games predicting defeats, predicting draws to the likes of Dundee, St Mirren, and Motherwell. Deal or no deal. But yeah, it's like I'm literally going into these games predicting draws. Most of us are the same, especially with the away games. So I can't sit here right and act surprised that Big Phil's not worked it. Or we drew with Dundee. It's like we deserved to get beat. Should have lost against Motherwell. We did lose against St Mirren. Honestly, probably should have lost against Hibs because when they with 2 each, 2-1, they were absolutely pummeling us. And then what else happened? Well, that game there, shite. I mean, the next 2 games are at home, St Johnstone, which we'll get into a wee bit later. I mean, I will preview St Johnstone closer to the day. The Ibrox going to be very, very interesting. Barely anybody will probably go. It's going to be cold though. Well, it will be when you look at the league table, but in terms of the actual temperature, I believe the temperature is about to pick up. But since you like wrestling, Stevie, is the old arm, the end is near. Yep, tracky top on, Under Armour. Can't afford to sack him, can't afford to keep him. Snookered. The black's behind the white. Pish. Patrick Stewart trying his luck on Deal or No Deal to raise the funds to sack the waffler. Belgian waffler, man. I can imagine. What's Shane? What is she saying? Sean. Lol. Brilliant. Come on. The thought of a stream felt really well because I wanted to unload, but it's actually that depressing, man. I can't even be arsed. But we're going to take a look at this in a wee minute and break down what they're saying about Phil. But yeah, yeah, the Igamani comments. It's like, let's just. I mean, I made a post about it earlier this morning while I was bloody freezing my nuts off. This morning, it's like, say Igamani, right, was awful. You're the manager, mate. Sub him off. If he was that fucking bad, sub him off. Or here, Igamani, stop going out wide. The reason he was going out wide because he was getting no fucking service, and he wasn't even going out that wide. I just don't like if he was that bad and Phil's putting so much of our performance down to Igamani, sub him off. You know what I mean? Yeah, like we've seen him sub players off before. I mean, last year, what game was it? Was it Harry's Limassol? What game was it? It was in the Europa League. I can't remember Clement. I think Clement was in charge, but was it Cantwell? Someone gets subbed after 27 minutes, man. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't get the guy is a toss pot. And Igamani, right, has literally saved him. You take Igamani's goals away. I mean, Igamani got an assist last night, hit a snapshot. He got no service, man, and that's why I went out wide. I can genuinely see us losing the league by about 25 points here if this away form continues. Absolutely, I mean, we can't buy a win away. Like, Rangers Football Club can't buy a win away. Just, it's just. Oh. It is very monotone, isn't he? We're going to have to see what happens. Rangers are very lucky that the rest of the league is so bad. Imagine if Hearts and Kelly were as good as they were last season. Rangers could easily be fourth. Totally agree. They'll be. Well, I mean, they won't be kicking themselves because they're Rangers. They'll just be kicking themselves because they're having a shite season. But it's not a good look for the league. I mean, this is everyone's saying this is as bad as the team's ever been. Well, not maybe not ever been, but not in the lower leagues and just up sort of thing. It's like how bad are Rangers right now, and Aberdeen. If Aberdeen didn't fall off, they'd be still ahead of us. Probably by a couple. I mean, when I'm saying fall off, just get a couple of wins. If Aberdeen turned some of those draws into wins and some of those L's into draws, they'd be easily in front of us, man. I mean, the league was always a far fetched, and I did say we'll still beat Aberdeen, but I just didn't expect this. I mean, we were saying for ages that we've played X, Y amount of away games and we've scored like what? It was like 3 goals or something in 6 games. Then we beat Ross County 3-0. I can't even remember. Was there another away game in there? Honestly can't even remember. And then it was like, right, that was a decent. I think Ross County 3-0 away was the last away win domestically. And then you're thinking, right, let's build on that. The away form is disgusting. I actually can't stand the manager, man. I called him a rat earlier. He is a rat. He just constantly makes excuses, belittles the fans at every opportunity, belittles the wrong players. I mean, if you want to belittle players, man, you pick the right ones, the ones that aren't worth a damn, and don't put any effort in. He rips the piss clean out of us. I think he's looking sacked 200% behind me. And then someone commented this, don't know who it was a Celtic fan, right? He's like, oh, he keeps referencing Kuhn. He keeps referencing Nicholas Kuhn, right? Nicholas Kuhn was shite second half of last season. Now he's great. Mate, you signed Mohamed Diamonde last January. You signed Oscar Cortez. I don't care about injuries, but Cortez, even though he's injury prone, you need to show something. There's guys in this club that have been in the same amount of time as someone like Kuhn, and you've got hee-haw out of them. I mean, how long are we supposed to wait for players to hit the ground running? You know what I mean? Oh, it's absolutely disgusting, to say the least. Aberdeen only 7 behind, couple of good signings. They signed that guy, I can't even remember his name. Clement and some of these players are really needing that boot. They are putting the big stones, I tell you that. Also, don't get this misconception that Celtic isn't the problem. You've just beat us for the first time at 20 games or something. So, yeah, I agree. Look, I've watched a lot of YouTubers, pundits. Oh, they can get up for the big games. We can get up for the big games. Clement is 1-7 against Celtic. How the fuck is that getting up for the big games? Here, that's what I'm doing, Craig. I'm not shaving the goatee until Rangers win the away game. I said this earlier in the Chris Sutton feed. I mean, I was listening to CJ Novo, and he was talking about how we've turned into Aberdeen, where we only turn up against Celtic in like the European games, and we don't turn up against the rest of the league. We've won 1 out of 7 against Celtic. We beat them 3-0. It was a good performance, absolutely. Celtic had an off day as well, but yeah, we partly made them have an off day. Just not buying that logic, man. That logic's pish. It's up here. It's a weak mentality from the players. I mean, 1 win out of 7. I mean, it'd be different if Clement had like a Gerrard record against Celtic, which, positive, actually more wins than losses. But what's Clement on? Like what? 5 losses, a draw, and a loss. And I've seen some people say, well, technically we drew the cup final 3-each. It's a fucking L, man. We don't win half the trophy for drawing 3-each and losing on penalties, you know what I mean? It needs to be counted as an L, even if we did draw in 120 minutes. But yeah, Igamani's only worth 80 million now. Yeah, Igamani is a positive to be had, folks. Just need to short him out, right? It's fucking. Yeah, see, after the Old Firm game, I turned around and said I still wanted him sacked. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, we've won. It's great. I'm buzzing, but I still want you going. Fix the roof while the sun is shining. I thought Big Salah was good too. Hopefully, gets more of a. Yeah, I see a lot of people burying Salah. Yeah, he made a mistake. Almost cost us another goal as well. But here, look who he's next to. He's next to the worst defender, pound for pound, in the league. Honestly. 3 million for that, right? I think it's time to read this paper. So let's see here. Let's see here. Hit the road. Hit the road, Phil. This will be interesting, won't it? Raging Gers fans call for Clermont to be axed as they drop points for fourth away game in a row to fall 15 behind Celtic in the title race. There was once upon a, Phil's banging on about, right, how 3 wins out of 11 isn't good enough. 8 wins out of 11 wouldn't be good enough away from home. 3 wins is a hangable offence, right? Metaphorically speaking. I don't understand it. How would, like, say you've got 8 wins, right? I think 8 wins and 3 draws away from home, if you've got a great home record, is fine, right? Honestly, on the grand scheme of things, right? But you want to be winning. I mean, you want to be winning 10 out of those 11 away games. You know what I mean? That's the ideal thing. Like, if you draw at Parkhead or like I looked at the Hibs game, and as much as it was a bottle job, Hibs were very good. And I was like, Hibs have got quality. They were very much in form. If you look at that result on its own and say Rangers are top of the league, right? We're 7 points clear, haha, and you draw that game against Hibs, I'm not going to come on here raging and greeting because it's one of those days we drop points. Hibs are pretty good at the minute. Easter Road, yada yada yada. But see, when it's 3 out of 11, it's like I just can't accept that, man. Yeah, it's Kev's. The Hibs game in isolation isn't bad, but when it's on the run of dropping points after points after, it's fucking unacceptable. I remember during 55, we drew 1 each with Hamilton. I was fuming. Fucking looking back, man, give me drawing 1 each against Hamilton when you're winning 34 games. It's disgusting, to say the least. Who would you appoint as manager even when Clermont gets sacked? I don't know, but I seen someone bring up Barry Ferguson's comments from a month ago. Rangers are back, and it was something about Rangers are back and Celtic are not quaking in their boots, but something along those lines. They're going to win the League Cup final. I said at the time, what? We're not back until we start consistently winning trophies. Even if we won the League Cup final, are we back? Is the League Cup the equivalent of being back these days, man? We're not coming back anyway. Let's see here. Rangers fans turned on Philip Clermont after more drop points on the road saw them fall 15 points behind Celtic at the top. Some punters chanted for Clermont to get to fuck as Gers failed to win for the 4th successive away game. Fairclough Tierney cancelled out Idoimi's early opener for Dundee, but Clermont's side couldn't find a winner in another dismal display. Asked about the fans' reaction, Clermont said, and I quote, "I didn't hear that, but I know I'm the face of the team. That's part of the job. It's normal they're unhappy. I'm also unhappy. We didn't take the 3 points because we should have." End of quote. Well, we shouldn't have, mate. Yeah, we're Rangers Football Club. We really should be taking the 3 points, but based off the game, Dundee, if you had to pick a team out of Dundee and Rangers last night, who should have won? It wouldn't be us. You'd be picking Rangers, Dundee. And also, I seen someone say that he told Rangers TV that he did hear the fans, but he's telling Sky and whoever he didn't. I don't even know what's going on, man. But yeah, he just more spins in a washing machine. Baldy Bollocks out. Going off form right now, mate. He's got to go. Who are we talking about? Igamani? Egamani is playing really good right now. Clement even said we would start seeing a good Rangers side in October, November, December, but there's been no improvement whatsoever. Yeah, but our decent we run. It kind of started at the back end of November. We drew with Dundee United, then we beat Nice, then we beat Kelly 6-0, away to Ross County 3-0. That's when he started playing two up top. We were thinking, all right, build on this. By no means are we back, though. And it's disgusting what Big Phil's done to us. I'm looking at this league table, man. 21 games played, 56 points, leads 41. Oh, that's fucking rank, man. And it's all the away games that's absolutely killing us. I mean, we've scored 19 goals less than Celtic this season and conceded 10 more. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. That is rank rotten. Hit the road, Phil, is the headline. Good evening, Steve. Good evening, everybody. Things is, couldn't give a shit if we lost last night. Yeah, didn't want us to lose. Obviously wanted us to win, but it's like, you know what? See if you knew if you lost, this guy would go. Maybe you'd take it on the chin, but there's nothing. There's nothing to suggest that. I heard the Rangers are looking at the new Moldovan Maradona. Aye, probably. What's this paper saying the inside? Probably a load of shite. Trying to read this on a desk. It's quite small. It's not going according to plan here. Bad trip for the Gers. Fuck, that puts it lightly. More travel miseries leaves Clement on brink after Dundee pile on the pain. I mean, look at the stats, man. I mean, 10 shots each. And obviously, that's not even counting what Dundee had. I mean, they scored a goal that was offside. That much offside, man. Man of the match was Adewumi. Can't really complain about it. I mean, there was a point in that game where they had 7 shots to R1. 7 shots to R1. You know what I mean? Jesus. I mean, normally to get a point against us, I'm talking not this season at least, Dundee would have had to play at their skin to take a point. Dundee were very average, man. Just did the basics right, and they should have won. Work out on it, man. It's disgusting. Absolutely crazy talk. Any news for the meeting today? He's still there, isn't he? That's what you're on about, Big Phil. Oh, guys, where do you even go for here? Right, get your questions fired in. I can't even be arsed reading the rest of that newspaper article. How much was that? 1 point? Make or break for the Jambos. You're bashed. You're bashed. God awful. Belgian waffle. He is. He's a fraud. Evening, Stevie. No other fans would put up with this. Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing all sort of shit on social media. People are bashing the Union Bears. Oh, they're happy clappers. I'm seeing people shoot like completely like message board, not boardrooms. What do you call those things online? The forums. People are like taking down articles about like organizing protests. Well, there's just other things going on, man. Everything's upside down. Is the penny finally dropping in the penny arcade? I feel like going to the arcade now, man. Connor Barron, the hype that soon died off. Yeah. You know what? Connor Barron seemed really good at the start because he was one of very few actually putting the effort in. I think even his efforts kind of went. I don't think he was awful last night. Like, don't get me wrong, but shouldn't have took him off. St Johnstone is do or die. Simple as that. Here, I don't think the home form's not been the problem, but if he drops points to that team bottom of the league who are disgustingly bad, then how can he be saved? Celtic have had one bad season, their fans protest it. It's like we have accepted it. Yeah. Feels like it. You know what I mean? Correct the mundo. I am in a hotel room. I just could it just be the 8 years to win a league title? Well, since 2012, the acceptance of right, we're not going to compete for a few years while we come up the leagues. That probably that's just crazy. Yep, I was at the game, Caleb. Pish. Honestly, man, I'm at the game on Sunday as well. I don't even know why. Big Phil. He couldn't run quick enough onto that coach last night. Going to ask Clement for good recipes for mince. Is that all he speaks? He turned it off after 10 minutes. I know the writing was on the wall. I wrecked the house last night. I was another travel lodge last night, my friends. He could run a lap, Phil. He needs to go, man. He needs to go. Looked in. I'll see how they are. Right, what other questions we got? We can talk it, do this all night. Literally, man. Come on, 200%. Oh, they're backing me 200%. See, I don't even have Twitter on this laptop. Well, I mean, obviously I can get Twitter on this laptop, but I can't remember my login. What about Jambo Bear? Was he raging as well? I don't know. The only time I spoke to him about the game was the match review. Couldn't tell you if he was raging or not. Big Elon Musk. Elon Musk extremism fears. Seen McCoy wants him to take over at Rangers. A lot of money. A lot of money Elon Musk has got. Well, I mean, I say a lot. He's the fucking richest guy in the world, man. Of course he's got a lot of money. Yo, see Jambo Bear. He's a bear. No, he's not even. He's not even a bear. He hates Rangers. Doesn't hate them as much as Celtic, like, don't get me wrong, but the chase. That is the chase. Bradley Walsh up there. What do you think of New Patch FC? I haven't played it. I seen Hadji got the inform and not Igamani, I think, because Igamani's not in the game. How's Igamani not in the game, by the way? There's bigger fish to fry than why is Igamani not got an inform on the new FIFA, right? But didn't really understand it. Yes, he does. Last time on the stream, I was giving you or tight. I just got my gyro, and then 2 bottles of Bucky. Got the fear, and just wanted to say sorry. All right, Rab. Oh, big Phil, another fear. We're a third of the way through January, folks. Where's these signings, by the way? Ian wants to know the backstory of Fog. How did Rangers supporter and Embra Rangers supporter get together? Do you share a house to come up with your weak patter over your morning cornflakes? I'm not really a fan of cornflakes, to be honest. Weak patter? I'd say it's all right. Big Rab's having you on there. That's what Rab does. He lives at the back of cassettes. You know what I mean? Weakest link, pity. Rangers board will bring out the new kit now. The AC, saying they whipped out the ACDC a couple of years ago. Fucking highway to hell, man. Oh, Back in Black. What other ACDC songs is there? TNT. Dynashite. Would you take selling Egamani in January if it meant you had the money to sell Phil? Stevie and the Jambo Bear in a same-sex relationship. You know the score. Can't wait for Super Scoreboard. We're going to start new bring your bottles to the match to raise cash. Yeah, we are. We are brothers. That's old news, man. I didn't go hunting the streets for a Hearts fan. to do some shitey YouTube channel, like, you know, it fell into my laps. Open your eyes. I'm trying to read these comments, man. Phil Brothers, absolutely. Don't believe everything you read in the YouTube comment section here. What is the reason he's a Jambo then? Honestly, don't really know. He just started supporting them. No one in the family supports Hearts. Everyone's Rangers, and he's a Jam. You know what? Most people should be grateful that he's a Jambo bear, because he could have very easily just been a bear. All right. What bed shit you shitting in? Sounds like a closet at bear. Nah, he's definitely not, man. Definitely. Definitely. Big Rab C, you are a Rangers member. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. You need to know accent. You're bashed. You're bashed. Well, I mean, I am from Managerial, like, but I have lived in Belfast now for like fucking. I mean, it's like 15 years, near 15 years. Clement must stay. We need the banter in Scottish football. Fraserburgh might beat. Fuck, I'm actually kind of worried about. See if Fraserburgh, correct the Mundo. See if Fraserburgh, right? Were see if Fraserburgh were. See if it was away. I'd be breaking it, man. I would be fucking. I'd be absolutely. I know you were gifted the membership. I'm just having you on, all right? I'm just having you on there. People forget last season Ross County and Dundee collapse. We were playing poorly up until sneaking results and collapsing. It's got worse this season, not sneaking results. Clement out now. It's no hairdo. It's a pube throw. Brilliant. My hair, because I've got curly hair, man. It just grows back. I mean, I had like a number one a couple of weeks ago, and it's all grew back. Guess it's better than going bald, my friends, isn't it? Islamic State's some name from Erdry to Belfast, a rags to riches story. Belfast ain't everything it makes it out to be. It's like every city's got its shitholes, man, and it's got its good bits. Well, saying that, I mean, I've been in Dundee before, but Jesus Christ, Dundee, folks, fucking yeah. Being bald wouldn't bother me. My point is, it's good to have the option. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You're best. Clement is staying as your board. See him as a long-term project manager. Enjoy. Fuck, don't you worry, big man. Well, Jambo Bear in here, Craig, right? He's currently working, and I'm firing out videos that take an hour to upload, so work out on it. Feel bad for anyone who has to grow up in Dundee. Yeah, totally agree. But I just I had to walk from Strathmore Avenue. Be a wee video on that travel lodge, only 27 quid a night, right? So it was a 40-minute walk this morning in the ice. It wasn't that icy. Aberdeen was much worse for ice, but yeah, it's very hilly, and I mean, you're just trying to avoid junkies every turn, aren't you? At the end of the day, he was miserable because he lived there. Brilliant. Protest outside Ibrox 6 p.m. tomorrow. Is there? I think the protest makes much more sense on the day of the game. And yeah, tomorrow's Saturday. Don't know. You know, what game could fog football go to tomorrow? What are we thinking? What games are even on tomorrow? What, Hibs Motherwell. The Ross County play Celtic. I think they do. Nah, I don't get enough time to go to Celtic Ross County. Um, just who's announced it? Who announced the protest, George? Tell you what, see if there's a protest tomorrow, I might go to it. Let me know. Let me know. If it's legit, by the way. If it's not, like 4 people turn up. I have a shark I can lend you. Had it since lockdown. Brilliant. Yeah, I know. I know it doesn't have to be a game to protest, but obviously, with a game being on, it's just going to automatically be more people to protest, and I think it has a bigger impact. So, Onion Bears turn up Ibrox when there's not a game on to protest. Classic. Yeah, I've seen that. I mean, people I don't think a protest would mean not going on the affect the ticket sales, the season ticket sales, because obviously it doesn't affect them. Counter protest, it's just he's at it. Very good. Right, well, hold on. You're looking forward to your loan spell? I'd have get off Dicey, man, and join Rangers. Couldn't do much worse. Stevie Ryan118 just tweeted about Vince McMahon. I need to make a vid on Vince McMahon. I mean, judging by McMahon's own tweet, he's been found innocent. It was just an accounting error or something. But let me know, Anthony. What did he say? What happened with Vince McMahon? Hush payments, false accusations, all that stuff. You know the score. I don't know what's worse, watching United or Rangers. United are pretty bad. But I think in a weird way, United fit more the analogy of they turn up in the big games. Like that's the chase rap. That's not the Babe Station. I'll let you know that. What was I going to say there? Yeah, like United, they either get scudded by City or Liverpool like 5-0, or they beat them or give them a close game with a draw. United have been absolutely abysmal. Belgium waffle, correct Amundo. Celtic forfeit 3 points. Was it a tactical loss? Hello, Stevie. I've been gone for a while. How things holding up? I saw you got stuff. Yes, Blue Mac. Yeah, I'm doing all right. Cheers for super chat. Well, I know. I was walking. I don't know how many viewers have been at the new Belfast Grand Central Station, but I walked through the Europa the other day to try and because like the signs are like right, go this way. So I walked through. It's actually a member's fed. It's like a minute and a half. So I walked through, and the doors just closed. Like they're closed with no entrance through. And one guy walked past me carrying a cup of coffee. This is like 6:15 in the morning. I'm like, what the fuck's even going on here? I thought the door was going to close and I was going to be snookered. So yeah, that would have been shite. When I was yesterday, fuck, that feels so long ago. Really close to the Hilton. It's a nice new building. It's the same with Queen Street as well. It's like when you compare the old buildings to like the new ones that they've built, they are so much nicer. There's Rab backways we Gazette stories. That's what I like to see. Let's see. You normally got up to Bangor. Very good. Bangor. Stevie, normally level head, but I'm enjoying this after the crap I got for the Derby defeat. Every single Rangers fan was saying the Rangers are coming again. Well, it's a one, it was one game. I mean, I didn't really hear many people saying we were coming again. I mean, Barry Ferguson, as I touched on earlier, did turn in and say that, oh, they're back. I mean, we're back because we fucking drew one each with Tottenham, who were wank. I mean, it's still a Premier League team, but yeah. And then beating Ross County 3-0. Desperation, man. Shouldn't have sacked Gio. Took us to the final in Europe and won the Scottish Cup. Yo, I've already addressed Gio. I wanted Gio sacked at the time, right? But obviously, with hindsight, if you're going to keep Clermont 15 points behind, who's won us a League Cup and bottled the league and an awful old firm record, then I would have. Gio deserves to be allowed to go like 40 points behind and keep his job, man, considering what he got his Champions League football and he got his Europa League final. And see how crucial Champions League money is, honestly. Like, see getting into the Champions League, that like through the actual qualifiers, that's such an underrated achievement by Gio. I mean, I know it's only 4 games, but I mean, that and the Europa League run and the Scottish Cup, that should have bought him way more time, man, than what he got. Clermont must have some dirt on the goings on at Rangers as they sacked. Yeah, I know. Gio. Of course, yeah, Gio had the Rangers connection. We'll get the Gio name spelt there right eventually, won't we? Right. What time is it? 42 minutes into the stream. I'm kidding on him. Streaming live here for C Block. Celtic Financial will bury Rangers in the long run. It was a very anti McMahon tweet. Someone asked me my opinions on Rambo Minute. I think when it comes to breaking down matches and things like that, then he's I think he's quite good. The McMahon actually shit on someone. Allegedly. Now somebody said Just Eat. I'm getting called a happy clapper now. Must be. Fuck, if I'm a happy clapper, then who wants him out? Who wants him out? Who wants him out? Ryan 118 versus CJ Nova with you and the Maroon Bear on commentary. Book it. If only we could book that. Be great, wouldn't it? This laptop sounds like it's about to actually take off. About to take off. Right, what news is there? Sorry. Normally I would check Twitter, but I can't even check Twitter. Can't even do it. You can't stand CJ Nova. He was pissed off last night, CJ Nova, wasn't he? Very pissed off. Very pissed off. Can't blame him. Jers flop. Drop points leave Clermont's team 15 points off the pace. I can't be arse reading that. Cheers, Blue Mac, another $5 donation. Clermont moans about the financial gap with Celtic, yet does that excuse dropping points to teams only have a 1% of our budget. Guy's a fud. I know. He'll never be. I'm done. I just give up with Clermont. I gave up a long time ago, but it's like you can't bring up budgets about Spurs and Celtic, and then I know, but I don't even know. I don't even know, folks. I honestly don't even know what's going on. He's just a liar as the manager, and he obviously doesn't like the fans. mean, honesty goes a long way. You see, if we were 15 points behind, right, and we were experimenting with the youth, and he was actually being, transparent, and he was like, right, this is what we're trying to do, and he didn't say, well, October, November will be great. I mean, it would still be unacceptable. Don't get me wrong, right? But fucking, he's like, he's just he's a fucking, you're a wee alien, never a true blue nose. So hold on, 1 minute I'm a happy clapper, now I'm a fucking alien. What's it going to be? He had the youth on the field. They were rank. Wasn't that much youth on the field though. I mean, what? There was Ninsala. Can't call Yigamani youth. He's 20. What age is Yigamani? 22 or something? No, I don't even know. But yeah. Pish, there's a game on the night. What's the game on the night? Hamilton? Hamilton on the night? I think it's. We watch along at Hamilton? Nah, nobody would dare watch along at that game. I do watch along at that game. You're best. I know. See the fact he blamed Yigamani, man. Before he addressed it, like, but what is going on? We had the highest wage budget last season and we still bottled the title. What was his excuse then? No, I know. There is no excuse. Yeah, it's like we can say Celtic have got more money than us, right? Which they do. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and deny that, but it's only they've got so much more than us because we've squandered it. We don't sell. We reinvest in utter shite. We pay guys far too much wages than we should, and also bottling league titles and gifting them Champions League guaranteed football has done that. I'm sick of this. Oh, we're the victims. We can't compete with them. Yeah, come on. You're a reason we can't compete with them, mate. Because if you won the league last year, we'd be in the Champions League. They wouldn't. And if Celtic weren't in the Champions League, they wouldn't be signing Idea and Arnie Engels and guys like that. Now, you could argue, some people would argue they wouldn't actually, maybe not signing Idea would be a good thing. But you're not Celtic wouldn't have spent all that money if they didn't get the Champions League football. And yeah, and I mean the links with Tierney. If Celtic, well, I mean that's a bit unfair because Tierney is a Celtic man, but maybe they would begrudge paying him really high wages if they weren't in it. And that's on Clement, man. He bottled it. I mean, like the away form for that was it 8? Is it 18 points out of 48 or something? Because so hold on. He's got 4 wins and 16 away games, so it must be. Is it? So it's 4 away wins at the last 16. So he must have four wins, 6 draws, and 6 defeats. I was trying to wrap my head around that. I'm very good with math, but 17. Just 30 years ago, Hampton, I know, started off in Hampton. Scary biscuits. Red fan eating too many of his kebabs. Fuck, I wouldn't mind a kebab. I wouldn't mind one. Clement is here for 10 in a row, and on that note, right, we're going to go to an hour here. We'll go 11 more minutes. I'm starving too. That Geo Mars bar's looking pretty good. Sitting trying to look like Walter White with that growth. Yeah, wish I had Walter White's bank account, Alan. I mean, more bank account, less lung cancer. 27% away win record this season, 25 from his last 16. Pure belter. He's got it now. I'm just sick of talking about it, man. Let's see. Apart from St Johnstone, Dundee, we've dropped points in every away game in the league this season. That just sums our away record. Keep up the good work. Cheers, Peter. Did we not beat Ross County 3-0? Or was that the St Johnstone game I'm thinking of? Either, fuck, doesn't matter. Yeah, if see Dundee United game, it was another bogging game of football. I mean, Tom Lawrence scored, like, but come on. You look like you'd be in Squid Games. Why would I look like I'd be in Squid Games, Alan? I need to know. I wouldn't mind being in Squid Games. Fuck, being in Squid Games would be better than watching Rangers at the minute. We've won 3 games away. What? So St Johnstone, I can't remember that game. Was that 1-0 as well? I don't even know. St Johnstone, Dundee. I remember the Dundee United, and I remember the Ross County game, which was 3. I think was it Ross County or was it St Johnstone the 3-0? Couldn't even. Watching Rangers is basically being in Squid. Yeah, without the fucking money though. Red light, green light. We're just stuck at a red. Aye, fearing what result it will take to sail this clown. Oh, Alan Beatty, man, you need Rab. He wants the word we. I mean, if Fraser put us at the cup, I seen someone say earlier that it's going to have to take like a Darvel-like result. That's even worse than Darvel. You know, at Ibrox against Fraser. Imagine going out. I think that would get him. I say I think. I don't even fucking know anymore, man. Like the league is done, folks. I mean, I've said this season he's not going to get sacked for a European game. Could Europe be the only thing keeping this great guy in a job? I was going to call him something there, but I reeled it in. Dundee got absolutely mugged. Dundee should have won, didn't. The penalty incident, may as well talk about that. I've rewatched that a few times. Could have absolutely been given. You know, I see both sides of it. You know, you want football to be a contact sport, but at the same time, you don't really you don't want to see Jesus Christ. You don't really want to see like Simon Murray flying about, overacting because Nidsala stood on him. I hate that. I hate overacting. I hate it when Cantwell done it. It's pathetic. You'll be at the game on Wednesday. I'll be at the game on Sunday. I think I'm in BF4. Oh, Jesus, don't even want to think about it. Here, maybe come Wednesday, Blue Mike, Big Phil won't be here. He's certainly going to be here come Sunday, though. Yeah, if you look at it in isolation, he's undefeated away from home in Europe, isn't he? Won't be long to the 12th of July. Brilliant. 7 months and 2 days away. Delighted. What was I going to say there about? What was I even talking about? But Big Phil. Yeah, away from home, he's in Europe. You know, the draw against Benfica really should have won. Olympiacos, Kiev, the Nice game, Malmo. Betis was him as well, wasn't it? So there's a lot. I mean, in Europe, honestly, not much complaints in Europe if you isolate it. But I've said this, I don't give a fuck about Europe, man. You know what I mean? Like, and not in the sense of, well, I don't care if we finish 5th because I don't care about Europe, but European nights, man. We've had a run of like 7 years now where, yeah, they've been good, but domestically it's been unacceptable. And I'll never know for the life of me why you would set up a team to be for Europe when you need to win domestically. Like, honestly, it would be different if we were. I don't even know. Like, I mean, you hear about the top six in England, right? Realistically, Tottenham aren't winning the league, right? And this is more a few years ago. But if Tottenham were a team that weren't set up for the Premier League, but each year consistently finished in Europe, then you'd be like, well, maybe it makes sense for them to set up for that because they've got no eyes on the league. We need to have eyes on the league every year, and people be like, "Oh, you need to reel in your expectations and all that shit." Yeah, maybe, but well, fuck. I say maybe. The reality is they have been. The board clearly don't have no expectations. I mean, we were 9 points behind Aberdeen at one point. If that didn't get him sacked, then why second, 15 points behind them, going to get us sacked? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Telling you. That's the problem, Stevie. We keep hiring managers with a European style can't adapt to the SPFL. Both need totally different approaches. It's even taking Brenda to get that nice win in Champions League. Yeah, Brendan Rodgers was shocking in Europe, but now he's sorted it out. Yeah, it's just it's crazy, man. No, it's very hard to compete in the league and in Europe, fighting on two fronts. When you look at the 90s, look how good Rangers were, folks. But Europe wasn't exactly the greatest. I mean, obviously, yeah, there were some really high points in there, but we just need to focus more domestically, man. You know what I mean? What do I think about Donald Trump taking over the world? Born in the USA. Big Donny T. See how it goes. Remember all that bad stuff they said he'd do back in 2016 and 2017 happened and he done none of it? I expect similar to that. Any more news on paying the victims, says Pacific Shelf 1994. To be fair, Aberdeen are twice as honking as us. Aberdeen are bogging, man. Beale didn't have a European style. Clement has zero style. Yeah, say what you want, right, about Beale. See Beale's record when he first came in that season against Ange. I believe he went 16 games undefeated, and one of them was a draw against Celtic, and it was like he won a bunch of games in a row. Michael Beale, we were discussing it like what 16, not 16 years ago. Fuck, I don't even know. Like 6 months ago, maybe not less than that, but 4 months ago, and it was close. It was like, oh, Clement and Beale, Clement actually won us a trophy and all that stuff. See, if you ask any Rangers fan now who was better between Philip Clement and Beale, no one is going to say Philip Clement, despite the league trophy, man. Clement speaks just as much shite as him, but he doesn't have that Cockney car salesman gimmick floating about. So yeah. What I make of Clement digging Igamani in the press conference, rat-like behaviour. He's a fucking snake in the grass. I can't stand him. I actually can't. I mean, look at all the individual performances that players have put in for us this season, towards the end of last season, and you call it that guy? What are we doing here? You know what I mean? Fucking the lights aren't on in Big Philip Clement's. The lights are on, but nobody's home. You know what I mean? Big Phil. That would be our stand-ups, wouldn't it? 40 points behind. Yo, as I said like 5 minutes ago, we were 9 points behind Aberdeen, and he still didn't get the sack. So is it any surprise being 15 points behind Celtic keeps him in a job? Not really. I mean, we were 9 behind Aberdeen, and here, forget about Aberdeen's title charge or whatever. People were thinking we were going to finish second. Most of us thought, fuck, this is going to be close if we don't sort it out. Aberdeen dropped off and whatever, but if you don't get sacked for that, you're not going to get sacked for being 15 points behind Celtic. It's going to take going out the cup and a disaster in Europe, but we're already through in Europe. It would take a miraculous for us to go out. Well, I say go out. We're through. I mean, I don't think it's guaranteed, but I don't even see how it's even possible for us to go out in the next 2 games. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Right, folks, that's where we're going to leave it. I've went in a thank you, Blue Mac, for the super chats. Everyone else for watching. Yeah, super scoreboards on. So I'm not. Oh, I don't even know if I can bring myself to watching it. I'm done. Don't know. If we get sacked tonight, I'll do another stream. I've got nothing. Honestly, like, I'm deflated. Anyway, that's us. Wrapped up. I might be back later. We'll see how it goes. That'll end though. But Phil's still here.